everybody. I shot a video yesterday after I left the gym talking about dieting versus lifestyle, and I didn't edit the video. It was very raw footage, and I decided to take the video down to make it a little bit more professional, for one, but two, the sound was kind of messed up on it, and so kind of wanted to revamp, get my ideas, my thoughts in order, and come again with a more organized video of my thoughts of the topic dieting versus a lifestyle. Now, I've received several personal messages asking me for information about what kind of diet am I on, and this got me thinking because I don't want people to think that I'm on a diet. So I wanted to spend some time today telling you my thoughts about the word diet, and then tell you about my philosophy of eating. Before we even get into the meat of what I'm going to talk about, kind of want us to start by defining and coming up with a definition of how I'm going to use the term so that we're all on the same page. Now, in order to define diet, I have to give two specific definitions for the word so that we're all on the same page. Now, first, diet as a noun consists of describing a group or a class of foods that are consumed by an individual. And those groups of food pretty much just describes what you eat on a regular basis, would be considered your diet, okay? That's diet as a noun. Now, on the other hand, diet as a verb means something a little different. It represents an action of limiting or regulating food to improve the physical condition. Okay, so diet as a noun pretty much just encompasses everything that you eat on a regular basis, but the act or the verb diet means that it's an action. It's something that you do to either limit or regulate food specifically. Now that we're on the same page, I am going to focus more on the action of dieting versus the process of a lifestyle. I believe that part of the problem of our misconceptions about diet and image and all of those things really comes from the media and our perception of what we believe the Hollywood lifestyle dictates. Now, on every, magazine cover, shows, all these things dedicated to losing weight, because of this, we have an idea of dieting meaning something that we can come on and off of as quickly as possible. On and off, up and down, on and off, all the time. And when I think of a diet, I think of something that's more of a short-term goal that the individual is trying to reach for a specific event or something, something specific going on in their life at the time. So whether or not, for example, you were trying to fit into that little black dress, or you're trying to fit into a bikini for the beach, you are trying to limit or regulate the intake of your food or specific foods in order to meet that goal of fitting into something specific. When I think about someone dieting, I think about them using the lemonade diet, the cookie diet, the grapefruit diet, the cabbage soup diet, the chicken soup diet. I think about all of these things where you limit yourself to cookies or grapefruits or lemonade or cabbage or chicken soup, or you say I can only, you're regulating all the way around. And technically, all of these diets work. Yes, you will lose weight. You may reach that desired short-term goal that you're trying to achieve. But what's going to happen once you've achieved that short-term goal? The effects aren't going to last, and more than likely, you're not only going to gain weight, it might seem as though you gain more weight back. And this is usually the case because when you starve yourself, you're usually really only getting rid of water weight. And water weight, you can get rid of that easily. 9 times out of 10, all of that is going to come back immediately. Now, let me give you some facts about dieting. These things can have very negative effects on your long-term health. Firstly, the repeated nature of, constantly going on and off of a dieting is sometimes called yo-yo dieting or weight cycling. It can have a tremendous effect on your metabolic hormones such as insulin and estrogen. As far as women go. Now, as a result, you can start to gain weight in your midsection, and according to some research done by Duke University's Medical Center, gaining weight in this midsection has been linked to insulin resistance, it's been linked to diabetes, it's been linked to high blood pressure and heart disease. And if you know anything about going red, okay, heart disease is a serious problem for women. Now, not only can it damage your physical health, it can also damage your emotional stability, because your emotional confidence will take a hit. When you are up and down because of dieting, okay, or the weight cycling, the less convinced you become that you can break free of those constant ups and downs. And no one can diet forever. It's not possible. You can't only drink lemonade or only eat cabbage soup for the rest of your life. It's not even feasible to think of someone who would do that. And so, because of this, we need to change our goals. There's always going to be a party or a reunion or a wedding or a vacation or a season change that you are going to feel as though you need to get your body in shape for. But once the event is gone, what is going to keep you from splurging on sweets and fried foods and sugars and caffeine? It's definitely not going to be that lemonade diet that you absolutely hated doing for the 5 or 6 days that you were doing it. No. This diet mentality is all about dropping pounds and dropping them quickly. And pounds don't matter, and I'll tell you why. You could weigh yourself before and after you go and use the bathroom, and I guarantee you that the weight will drop. Why? Because you just got rid of waste out of your body. Pounds don't matter. You can weigh yourself in the morning, and I guarantee you, more than likely, you're going to weigh more at night. Pounds don't matter. It's the fat loss that counts. And the only way that you are going to lose fat is to adopt a new lifestyle. You have to reorder your way of thinking about food and your lifestyle completely. We need to instead think about a more rewarding long-term achievement. Lasting weight loss requires a complete makeover of the way you think and feel about food. It requires a lifestyle change, a complete overhaul of your habits. And if you have any habit, you know that it's hard to break. It's going to take work. But once you kick that habit, you see how much more beneficial it is not to be doing that thing that you've been trying to stop doing for all of those years or whatever. Now, this means that no matter what is going on in your life, your eating habits are going to stay the same, regardless of if it's a wedding, regardless of if it's a party, regardless of if it's a holiday. If you have a lifestyle process of thinking about food, then it doesn't matter what's going on, because your food, your way of life is going to be the same regardless. It's not going to change. When people ask me what my diet consists of, I say a healthy balance of foods, including the essentials from the new food pyramid. On the other hand, if someone asks me what kind of diet I am on, I answer, I'm not on a diet. And this usually sparks a response of, but you have to be on a diet because you're always watching what you eat. And I follow up with, that's exactly what lets you know that it's not a diet, because I'm always watching what I eat. I'm not doing some short-term thing that may be different when you see me in another month. It's always going to be the same. And not just this week, not just, for my competition, not just for my beach trip. This is a constant part of my life that always includes eating healthy, working out, and drinking plenty of water for my body. To sum it up, it's the style of my life. Now, my lifestyle dictates that I fuel my body every 3 to 4 hours, 5 to 6 times a day. In doing so, I give my body what it needs to function so that it doesn't have to hold on to or store the fat and calories for a rainy day. On the contrary, because I eat so much, again, another clue to why it's not a diet, because I'm not restricting or limiting foods, My body gets rid of fat, etc., because my body trusts me. It knows that Nishay is going to take care of me, so I can burn off this stuff, because I know once I send the signal, hunger, she's going to follow up with what I need. Dieting is a process of restricting yourself for a short amount of time. People often wonder, do you eat sweets? Do you eat candy? I eat all of those things, but because those aren't the only things that I eat, and because I don't eat them often, I don't feel guilty about going to McDonald's and getting some fries or having dessert with my dinner, because I know that the meal I had before that was one that was balanced to where I could have cake once that week, or once, those 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. But I don't restrict my body. I eat small proportion meals throughout the day so that my body trusts in the fact that I'm going to give it what it needs in order to function properly. And because I'm doing that, it gets rid of the stored fat. Your body stores fat because you're starving it. It's saying, I am going, because winter is coming and I'm not going to be able to have any food, I'm going to go out and find all the nuts I can and store them for when I can't get food. That's what your body is doing, or that's what you are doing to your body when you diet. So yes, you drop pounds, which is water, but afterwards the fat is still there, and it more than likely will increase because you've restricted your body so much. Dieting to me is wishful shrinking. I'd rather lengthen my life by shortening my meals. I am proudly a nutritional overachiever. And if there's anything that I can do to help you become a nutritional overachiever, or to change your lifestyle and stop the dieting, I will offer you the advice of what I know works for me based on my struggles with weight loss and living a healthy lifestyle. So let me know your thoughts, and